The asteroid misses. 66 million years of difference, starting with one rock that just keeps going. I'm not going to give you the version where a T-Rex is fighting a tank in the year 2024. That's the lazy version. The actual question is stranger and slower than that, and it starts somewhere you wouldn't expect, with mammals never getting their turn. Here's the part people skip. Dinosaurs didn't lose because they were weak. They lost their seat at the table because the table got knocked over. Before the impact, they'd already been running the planet for 165 million years, adapting, specializing, filling every available niche on land, sea, and air. Take away the asteroid and you don't get dinosaurs but later. You get dinosaurs with another 66 million years of uninterrupted development, which is longer than the gap between the first dinosaurs and the asteroid itself. In this scenario, that's not a sequel, that's a second act bigger than the first. So the first thing that breaks isn't a city or a civilization. It's us. Mammals spent those 66 million years exploiting an empty world. No large reptilian competitors. No aerial predators the size of a school bus. Nothing fighting for the same food at the same time of day. Remove that vacancy and small mammals likely stay small, nocturnal, cautious. Source needed on exact evolutionary timelines, but the general principle holds across paleontology. Large reptiles dominating daytime niches tends to push mammals into the margins. Not out of them entirely, just smaller and more careful. Which means the actual answer to what if dinosaurs never went extinct might be there's no one around to ask the question. No primates climbing down from trees because there was never enough room in the canopy to climb up in the first place. No humans standing in a kitchen wondering about dinosaurs because the lineage that became humans never got the 66 million year head start it needed. That's the uncomfortable part. The interesting part is what we can still responsibly explore, even without us in the picture. What does a world look like that never resets? Start with the obvious misconception, because it's wrong in a useful way. People assume dinosaurs in the modern era means dinosaurs as we drew them in 1993. Big, scaly, slow-blooded, standing around like furniture. But evolution doesn't stop because a movie franchise picked the look and kept it. 66 extra million years means several more extinction pressure cycles, ice ages, continental drift finishing its work, ocean chemistry shifting. The dinosaurs of this hypothetical present would be as different from late Cretaceous dinosaurs as a modern wolf is from whatever was running around when the first proto-mammals showed up. Feathers, already present in many species before the asteroid, likely become more widespread, not less, because insulation matters as continents drift toward colder configurations. Size ranges probably diversify further too, not just bigger, but smaller, since being small and fast and able to survive on little food is a successful strategy whenever resources tighten. Here's where the world logic gets genuinely strange. Continental drift didn't stop for the meteor. India still rams into Asia, the Himalayas still rise, Antarctica still drifts to the pole and ice is over. So whatever evolved to fill the large land predator niche on a 66 million years further alone Earth has to deal with mountain ranges, ocean currents, and climate zones that look almost like ours, just with no asteroid-shaped bottleneck forcing a reset of who lives where. Geography keeps doing what geography does. Biology just never gets handed a blank slate. The hidden system this scenario actually exposes is reset itself. We treat extinction events as disasters, full stop. But every empty niche left behind by a mass extinction is also an opportunity. And the entire reason mammals, and by extension every reader of this script, exist in any recognizable form is that something cleared house first. Remove the reset button and you don't just remove a tragedy, you remove the empty room that everything afterward moved into. That's the contrarian piece worth sitting with. Extinction is usually framed as nature's worst moment. In evolutionary terms, it might also be nature's most reliable form of urban renewal. Brutal, indiscriminate, and also the only reason most modern lineages, birds among them since birds are dinosaurs that survived the original event, ever got room to diversify. And that's the detail that quietly resolves the whole question. Birds. If the asteroid never hits, you don't need to imagine dinosaurs surviving into the present. In the timeline we actually live in, a branch of them already did. Every pigeon on a city ledge, every crow solving a puzzle for food, every chicken in a backyard coop is a dinosaur that made it. The asteroid didn't end the dinosaurs, it ended the large ones and rewired who got to inherit the planet afterward. So the real version of this impossible world isn't a jungle full of teeth and roaring. It's a planet where the thing typing this sentence was never born because the bird outside the window never had to get small, get fast, and get clever enough to survive the fire. It already knew how to fly.